Hey everyone, I'm here with a new video that includes not only an interview with Dan Hurd, the director for Super Lucky's Tale, but also my gameplay footage from E3 2017. Super Lucky's Tale was my surprise hit of E3, considering I'm primarily a fan of action-adventure and shooters. In the interview, you'll hear how much Dan, while he loves all types of games, was determined to make a fun and enjoyable experience for gamers of all ages. Super Lucky's Tale is an Xbox exclusive coming to all Xbox platforms on November 7th. I want to thank everyone at Xbox for giving the Gamertag Radio team access to the games and developers during the Xbox Media Showcase, and also want to thank Western Digital for sponsoring the show. If you enjoy the video, please hit like below. If you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe. As I'm new to this, I'd also like feedback, so please comment below if you can. And now, here you go. Alright everyone, this is Peter with Gamertag Radio, here with Dan Hurd, the director for Super Lucky's Tale. I can't tell you guys enough how much fun I had. For our listeners at home, please tell us what Super Lucky's Tale is all about.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. So Super Lucky's Tale is a story of the Book of Ages, which is a magical book that contains all of these different worlds. And there's an evil kitty, and his name is Jinx. And he set about trying to steal the Book of Ages to write his own chapters in it. And so Lucky starts out trying to thwart that, but he may have a larger role in the events that follow.
Okay, so the first thing people see when they turn on the game is a platformer reminiscent of some of the favorites throughout the genres. For me, as soon as I picked up the controller, there was a familiarity there with playing. Was that part of the design?
Absolutely. The games that we loved playing in our youth were, there's this experience we were trying to capture, which was just like, I get a new console, and then I power it on, and I play some sort of action platformer game, and I want to just get lost in this fantasy world. Well, that's one of the things that drove us to create Super Lucky's Tale, is that we wanted to capture that moment again, but also kind of express it through the lens of the hardware and the technology we have available today. So we wanted not just nostalgia, but we also wanted comfort and delight and joy while you're playing. So to achieve that, we've given basically very simple controls, but very deep gameplay. So like you said, it's easy to pick up and just start playing, but we're going to challenge you in puzzle solving, combat, and action, and platforming, and collecting, but you'll never fumble for the controls.
Yeah, so one of the things that I also noticed was just the gameplay. You guys did mix in the storyline with that, but the gameplay itself, it was just so much fun, and I would love to know if there is that a single player game, or is there any possibility for co-op or anything?
It is a single player game, our focus has really just been building this world, creating these characters, and hopefully you're playing it, and then maybe it's good for adults, but maybe your kid wants to join in too, and just like, you should feel confident being able to hand that off and say that there's something in this game for everyone.
How long has the game been in development?
When we ship it on November the 7th, it'll probably have been in development for about 14, 15 months.
Perfect. All right. So being with Microsoft Studios, how has it been working with the hardware of Xbox One X and everything else?
Great. I mean, it's one of the cool things that you get from this is when it looks beautiful and it's running well on the hardware, you know that everyone's going to have that consistent experience. And so that's been really helpful for us. We have just a couple of targets to hit, but we also are launching on Windows 10 PC as well and the Xbox family. So, but those are known targets, and it's fun to hit those. And then on Xbox One X, then you can get 4K 60 hertz, which is just absolutely astounding.
Yeah, and I could tell. It was just such smooth gameplay.
Go back. It's hard to go back once you experience that.
Yeah. So you said November 7th?
That's correct.
Okay, so it's a console launch exclusive as well.
There you go.
Awesome. So how much is it going to launch for? What's the going price for when you get it?
It'll be launching $29.99.
Wow. So it's going to be a lower price, easy to get into.
I hope and I believe that this is the case. I think it's going to be the no-brainer purchase. I've got my new console. I have $60 I'm going to put somewhere, and then of course I'm going to get Super Lucky's Tale, right?
No, absolutely. And after I finished playing, I turned around and I spoke to the rest of the guys on the team, and I was like, "You guys have a hit." Like,
I was waiting, like every time I progressed through a level, I was just waiting for the tap on the shoulder to say, okay, your game session's over, time to let somebody else. And it kept going, and I was just like, yes, I get to keep playing. And it's been so long. I was actually telling some of our listeners on Instagram, I was like, I haven't had this much fun on a platformer or in a game in a long time. What brought the story about? How did that whole process come about?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, there's experiences I don't think we get to go through often enough. And one of those is, so there's many different experiences. I play all sorts of games. I religiously play all games. But, one of the things that I miss is this idea of getting lost in a fantasy world where things aren't all that serious, but it's funny, it's engaging, and it's just, I can sit back and enjoy and not feel bad about smiling or laughing while I'm playing. And that's the key. That's one of our pillars here. So if it's not delightful, or if it's not making us smile, we don't want it in the game. And we pursue that. And control, as you mentioned earlier. Familiarity of control and joy, those are the things we must pursue at all other, anything else I will cut before I cut the joy in controlling the game. And so that's just one of the biggest things that we can do as we're developing this game. And it's just, these are the pillars for us.
So for people that are wondering how can I get more information on this great game, and I'm saying great now because I've had a chance to play it, where do they go?
Well, we have listings on Xbox.com, on Playful's website itself. We have a new splash page for it, and we have our trailer that's out right now that just hit YouTube, hit everywhere.
All right, excellent. Dan, I want to thank you very much. I had a blast playing the game, and I'm sure our listeners will too. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. 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 Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Meow.